What's going on, guys? Juvy the Kid here, as always. Little bonus lesson quick for you guys. This was going to be in today's regular episode, but I just needed to clarify something before, like I really did it. So I'm doing it now. From lady_Bella. I have a question. How do I de-stress from finishing a step 4? Now, if you're not familiar with what she means here, step 4 is usually when you're going through to get off certain substances. It could be alcohol, it could be really stop gambling, anything like that. Step 4 is when you get to the point when you take a inventory of kind of what you've done in your life, things you might not have taken responsibility for, or the credit for that you should have, like the blame, you should say, I guess. And honestly, it's one of those things that this is just something that everybody can do. You don't really have to be going trying to get to sobriety. It's just you should always be taking responsibility for your actions, taking the blame that is appropriately yours and everything, and don't try and sugarcoat shit and try and keep the blame on someone else while you only take some of it. I don't know. That's just some shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of frustrating when you see people who don't understand this, because it's just I don't know. My kids understand taking responsibility for your actions. You know what I mean? But either way, we're not talking about that right now. And I guess I should throw this in because I said all that. I don't want to leave it on a negative note. Sometimes you're also clouded by certain substances and you're not thinking straight. You're just thinking about this kind of one thing or whatever. So maybe in that moment you can't really take the proper responsibility for the actions. I totally understand that. I've been there, but you gotta fucking keep pushing forward. But how do you de-stress after doing this inventory? It's gonna be a hard one. It's gonna probably suck, and it's gonna zap a lot of it's gonna zap a lot of emotional energy out of you. But you gotta do it. How do you de-stress after that? Now that you feel like you kind of been focusing on the negative that you've done in life and certain things that you didn't do. Now's the time to think about the good things that you've done in life, the good things you've done for your either yourself or others, or if it helps you even better, think of what other people have done for you. Don't don't even think about what you've done for others, because that's, I don't know, it's kind of selfish in a way to me. Someone else might be different out there though. Think about what other people have done for you. Did they have to take the time out of their night to come and pick you up so you could go for a coffee and talk? Did they have to, did they have to call you or spend any time on the phone with you to talk about what's going on? No. We don't owe anybody anything, and they don't owe us anything in return. But it's the fact that if people are willing to just take time out to be a good person and be a friend to you, that's a blessing. You know what I mean? That's a blessing that you should hold very close and very dear. Just think about where you were a couple of years ago if you weren't in the greatest position, and think about where you are now. Even if it's one of those things where, if it's hypothetical, I don't know lady_Bella's situation, or anybody's out there really. I'm just going to use this as an example. Let's say 4 years earlier, you're on welfare, not a whole lot of money, you're not living in a house, either a townhouse, whatever, you just want to, you're stuck in this apartment that you don't really like. Well, that was then. If you go 4 years from that day, you might still be on welfare. I get it. Shit happens. But the difference is, you were on drugs back then. You were, drinking mad fucking alcohol, getting drunk and blacking out and being a fucking asshole to everybody. Now, you're trying to straighten yourself out. You're not reaching for the bottle every time you have a good day or a bad day. You're not, going to grab a fucking quick hit or whatever because of the same reasons. Excuse me. So, it's one of those things to help de-stress after a step 4, or just de-stress after, doing a self-evaluation, really. Just think about all the blessings that you do have in life. Think about all the good things that people have done for you. The people that have reached out just to be like, hey, if you ever need someone to talk, I'm here. Just think about all the good things that you have going on in life, and think, even if it's like a small victory, they add up. You know what I mean? Just gotta keep your chin up, do the step 4, then move on to all the positive stuff. Don't focus on all the shit that you wrote down. Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't see the point in even writing it down. I don't know. If you know you did it, you know what's up. Take your responsibility. Say your goodbyes to that situation and move on to the positive. If you just dwell on the past, you're either bound to repeat it, or it's just gonna fucking drag you down, and you're not gonna be able to progress in a positive mind state. Trust me, I fucking know from experience. But either way, you just gotta focus on all the positive and all the blessings, no matter how big or small we have in life. All my quiet kids, freaks, and weirdos, keep being weird.